to Shan's kitchen, and today I want to take you with me on my cooking journey. I'll be making some stew peas with oxtail, chicken foot, pig's tail and salt beef. So let's get right into this video. So I have my ingredients here. Oxtail that's been seasoned. I seasoned it with some meat season, a bit of all-purpose, and onion powder, and the chicken foot I just seasoned with some onion powder, all-purpose, and chicken seasoning. That's over there. And I have this scallion and thyme and pepper and pimento that I will add later on. Over here I have the salted beef and the pig's tail that I boiled earlier. I boiled this for about 5 to 10 minutes maximum. I'm sure it wasn't longer than that. And why I boiled it is to just get rid of some of the fat from the pig's tail and also some of the salt. So I didn't boil it more than once because I still want a hint of saltness to the meal. And over here I have the peas. So I just put it on, so it was soaking for a while, but I literally just turned the fire on. So we're waiting for them to start boiling up, and then I'll be adding these meat and the oxtail. I'll add the chicken foot a bit later. So everyone does the stew peas different. This is how I do mine. I want all of them to cook together with the peas. Some people cook the peas and cook them separate and then add them in whenever. But what I'm going to be doing, once the pots start boiling up, I'll be putting the salt beef, pig's tail and oxtail to cook together with the peas. I want them to catch the color of the peas. I want them to be, I like when my stew peas is nice and rich. I don't like the little half red, pale color looking stew peas. So I'll just be doing this the way that I like it. Also, this meat slightly tough, beef slightly tough, oxtail, pig's tail slightly tough, and the oxtail slightly tough. So I want them all to cook together so that they'll be ready, tender. They'll all be tender approximately the same time. So we'll get back to that. So as you can see, the pot's boiling up now. And I forgot to mention earlier, this is 2 cups of red kidney beans, or we call it peas, but yeah, red kidney beans. I'm just adding my pig's tail and salt beef. There. And my oxtail. So I have 1 pig's tail, and this is just a handful of oxtail and a handful of salt beef. I'm just cooking for 2 persons only, and I have 8 chicken foot. But I'm not gonna put the chicken foot yet because I don't want them to be all mashed out, because these meat will take longer to cook than the chicken foot. But I will put it in shortly. So I'm just gonna mix this around a bit, and I'm gonna add 1 kettle of water to the pot, and I'm gonna let it boil, and just for the peas to cook and for the meat to start to become tender. So here we have it, kettle of water with the peas and all the meat together, and I just have a bit of scallion and thyme just to cook with this so I can flavor it. It's not time to season the pot yet, but I just like to cook a little bit with it from the beginning stages so it can start to get the natural flavor from the ground seasoning. And I'm gonna leave this to cook for 1 hour, and then we'll see where it's at in 30 minutes. Then I'll add the chicken foot and then leave it to cook again for another 30 minutes, and then we'll see where it's at 1 hour later. So this is what it looks like 30 minutes later. peas is still tough, and the meat, everything is still tough. I'm not expecting it to be nowhere near ready yet. But what I wanted to show you guys is this. See, this is a piece of oxtail, and it's nice and red, same color as the peas, and that's what I love. So I'm just gonna add the chicken foot now, and we come back 30 minutes after this to see if things have started to become tender, and also to make sure that my chicken foot is no longer white, but the color has changed to the color of the peas. All right, so here it is, guys. It's been cooking for an hour, and this is what it looks like after an hour. See, this chicken foot started to cook, but it's not as red as the other meat. But you see why I couldn't put it in earlier though, because it's already cooking after 30 minutes. So if it had been in the pot for the entire hour, it would have been too mushy, too overcooked. And I like my meat soft, but I don't want it to be too soft. So the oxtail and the beef, I've tasted, they can cook for a bit more. They're tender, but they need to be cooked for a bit more. And also the pigtail. So I'm giving them another 15 minutes in the pot to just keep on cooking. And also, when I did put the chicken foot in, I added 2 more cups of boiling water. So we leave this for 15 minutes and come back. People, look at this. It's looking so pretty. This is the color that I love. So this has been cooking for 1 hour and 15 minutes, and everything nice and tender. So now it's time for the coconut milk and for season up the pot. So I don't have fresh coconut, so I use 1 tin of coconut milk. And this is going to make it, this is what is going to give it a nice little creamy flavor. So I add my coconut milk, and now I'm going to put the scallion and the thyme and the pepper and pimento and all these things, and leave it to cook for another 15 minutes. So here we have it. I don't cut my scallions small for stew peas. What I do, I just beat it up, 2 stalks of scallions, so that the flavor can infuse. And scallion, thyme, I just drop it in there. I like to crush some of my pimento and I put some of them in whole. The pepper, I put, well, you won't be able to see, well, possibly. I juke it up a couple times because I like spice. So you see when I ink pepper and the salt from the pigtail and everything come together, so you give it a nice spicy, salty. It's just lovely. I love it. So yeah, put it back now for another 15 minutes, where I will put the spinners in. Okay, so guys, this has been on, I put the milk in 15 minutes ago. My spinners are ready. Well, the flour is ready for my spinners. I'm just gonna put them in now. And this is what I do sometimes. So I make a ordinary dumpling. Those are called spinners. So I'll make an ordinary dumpling and put it in there for myself. but it's because I can't be bothered to make any more spinners. I think that should be enough. So it's just one little baby done there. Washing my hand. So this is pretty much cooked, you know. It's pretty much cooked. But I'm just going to leave it on low heat for another 15 minutes so I can ensure that my spinners are cooked. And that's another reason why I make them extremely small, so that they don't take long to cook. So it's not difficult for them to cook, because if I turn up the fire so this can boil now, everything will burn up. So I need to leave it on low heat until my spinners are cooked. But realistically, the stew come down to the right amount. It's nice and thick, and it's been reduced to a reasonable amount. You can go down a little bit more still, but that will happen in the next 15 minutes, and I'm sure by then that the spinners will be ready. And my next clip will be the final results, where I'll be serving it up with some white rice. So this is what it's supposed to look like when it is all done. So it's just the right amount of, what do I call this now, gravy sauce, liquid, and you see how nice and thick it is. So you make it come down to this. And if you don't eat pork, you don't have to put the pigtail in there. And also, if you're not a meat lover, you can still make the stew peas without any meat. So give it a go, people, and let me know if this is how you prepare your own stew peas. And if you've never made it before and you want to give it a go, try it out and let me know in the comment section how it came out. I will put a picture of the plated up version. And also, guys, please like, comment and share my videos. Thank you very much for coming by and for watching. Bye.